Gen X has a superpower. We can hear the first 3 seconds of an old TV song and instantly travel through time. So, today, I'm naming the 3 intros I think ought to be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm fully expecting you to light me up in the comments. But here's the deal. This isn't just my list. This is an open invitation to a weekly community throwdown. Every Saturday, I'm going to post a poll with 3 topics I can chime in on, and I want you to vote on what that next episode will cover. Then, once the episode drops, the real fun starts. You tell me in the comments what I got right, what I got dead wrong, and what I totally forgot about. Oh, and the best suggestions you all drop when you vote in the poll, the ones that make me go, oh, hell yes, those suggestions will influence what shows up in future polls. So, vote when the poll goes up and feed me some suggestions for future episodes. And then, next Saturday, when the video drops, let me hear it in the comments. This ought to be fun. Welcome to 3 is the magic number. Let's get into it. Greetings and salutations, I'm PopCultureKen, and we're jumping into the first in a new series on the channel called 3 is the magic number. Now, you ask 10 Gen Xers what the best TV show intros of all time are, and you'll get 50 different answers, 100 different arguments, and at least one person touting a show nobody's even thought about in 4 decades. So, to get this weekly party started, I've picked 3. And I bet that at least one, if not all 3, will make you go, oh, come on, Ken, what about That's what we're here for. Okay, ground rules. I'm a methodical guy. And when it comes to things like this, I can't just dive right in. I have to first establish some criteria. Otherwise, I'll end up thinking for hours and staring off in the distance like Luke and the twin sons. And nobody wants that. So here's what I chose as my criteria. First, the show had to have aired at some point during the Gen X birth years, 1965 to 1980. That helps me narrow down things immensely. Second, it has to have an incredible theme song. Let's face it, TV theme songs aren't as prevalent as they were back then. We had it made. Some of those songs were so damn good, they even charted on the Billboard Hot 100. Third, the intro has to establish the tone of the show in such a way that you did not want to miss watching just it each and every week. And lastly, some element of the intro has to still have cultural impact today. With all that, I started sifting through the hundreds of shows that could fit into the time period restraint before moving on. For me personally, TV theme songs would always make or break a show. And like I said a minute ago, we had so many good ones. The Jeffersons, Welcome Back, Kotter, The Muppet Show, WKRP in Cincinnati, The Rockford Files, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, The Dukes of Hazzard. I don't even have to play the song alongside those clips, and I know that you all can hear them, every single one of them, in your head. That's time travel. After that pass, I had about 45 or 50 shows on my list. Criteria 1, check. Criteria 2, check. Then I started thinking about the ones that I would never even consider for a second running to get a snack or hitting the bathroom while the intro played. Even though I had seen each of these intros over and over and over, the best ones just drew me in like a moth to a flame. Nothing could tear me away from the tube during those moments. This narrowed my list down to about 20. Then, the big one. The show's intro has to still be culturally relevant today.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's bad.
How come?
That one alone chopped the list way down, killing off some of my all-time weekly favorites. And let's be honest, that's the type of plot twist I needed in order to be able to move forward to land any top 3. And with that, here we go. Number 3, The Incredible Hulk. This intro is absolute perfection. From the opening close-up of the word anger to pulling back to reveal danger, my God, that's the crux of the show right there. And we get that in the opening seconds. The music makes you increasingly anxious while the intro unfolds. Oh, and fun fact, the narrator of the intro, Ted Cassidy,
Sweet.
better known as Lurch from the Addams Family. He also provided the growls and roars of the Hulk in the first 2 seasons. Back to the music, though. There have only been a handful of shows in which the outro hits just as hard as the intro. WKRP in Cincinnati comes to mind, but music they play over the credits in the Hulk, damn. Each week you just sit there listening to it like you've just been punched in the stomach. Now, I've never been a Marvel guy. I've been a dyed-in-the-wool DC fan since inception, but nothing could keep me away from the set when the Hulk would come on because I had to chant along with Bill Bixby.
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
That line has been woven into a ton of TV shows, movies, and even songs. Still culturally relevant. Number 2, Batman. I wasn't even alive when the show had its original run, but man, did I watch the hell out of it growing up. The intro was a comic book come to life complete with the iconic, sock pow bursts that are referenced almost daily somewhere. In that theme song, oh, that killer theme song. One lyric, the title of the show, repeated like 10 or 11 times. And knowing that the song influenced one of the giants of the 1980s.
You taught yourself to play at 7 years old?
Yes.
Do you remember your first song?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, the Superman theme may have been written by powerhouse composer John Williams, well, it was, but I gotta say, the Batman theme is probably the most famous superhero song of all time. Shout out to its composer, the late great Neil Hefti, who also wrote the theme song for The Odd Couple. But yeah, the intro to Batman is just incredible. That just leaves us with one biggie that met every single item on my list from start to finish. All in the Family. Think about it. What's that entire theme song about? Missing the past. It's the entire reason why I started this YouTube channel. While I may not exactly be missing the way Glenn Miller played or songs that made the hit parade, but I damn sure miss hearing Eddie Van Halen play or hearing Casey Kasem counting them down on American Top 40. Different generations, exact same feelings. Nostalgia is king. I also love the fact that they recorded a different version of the same theme song for each new season. For most shows, it was one and done, but not All in the Family. The stars aged, the inflections on certain words changed, and Edith hit that note in her own unique way year after year. Cultural relevance today? Do I even have to point it out? And let's face it, the opening of Family Guy, with Peter and Lois at the piano, has been a straight up nod to Archie and Edith since it debuted in 1999 and continues to this day. That's a quarter-century nod to the greatest sitcom of all time. So, there's my 3. Now, I already know that some of you are out there thinking, yeah, but what about good? That's exactly the point. Let me hear about them in the comments below. Also, the poll for next week's topic is already live in the community tab, so go vote. And while you're there, give me some ideas for future top 3s you'd like to see me tackle. Next Saturday, I'll be back with another one, picked by you, and we'll do this all over again. I'm PopCultureKen. I hope you've enjoyed this new little experiment I've whipped up for us. I hope that this is the first of many of these because it was fun, albeit taxing at times, and I'm really curious to hear what you all pick as your top 3. Take care. Have a good one. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I appreciate you sticking around for this week's top 3. If you had fun with it, there's a whole playlist of previous picks waiting for you over on the right. And if you want in on the next round, keep an eye out for the weekly poll, because that's where we kick the tires and light the fires. See you next time.